Yahweh Shemi Shabbat Rakatha, Shalom Israel. All praise to the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. What's cracking, Israel? How you doing today? Hope you're having a beautiful day. The Sabbath probably over on the East Coast, practically over almost on the West Coast. So happy Sabbath or happy belated Sabbath. I want to talk about Stephen Jackson and his comments about having kids by multiple women and you should stick with one. It's a double-edged sword on what he's saying, Israel. I mean, y'all know that. I mean, it's biblical. You can have children by as many as women as you come across, and they allow you to have children by them. So what he's saying right now is more of a worldly attitude, but I understand his pleas and I understand his plights. Based on reality and the way the world is today, with you black women, 110% agree that if it's put like this. There's three types of black people on this earth to me now. There's Israelites, there's black people, and then there's niggas. Niggas are ones who baggy pants, gold teeth, selling drugs till they 60 years old, knocking women up from California to Maine and not taking care of them. Those are niggas, stuff like that. Black people is the one taking care of their kids. Don't know who they are for starters. Taking care of their kids, staying out of trouble, not going to no strip clubs, wasting house money on females when you got a woman at the house. That's a black person to me. Israelites is, we keep nothing but the law, much as possible. So it's three types of Negroes to me. And it's no different than you females. There's Israelite women, black women, and there is skeezers, hood rats. Yeah, hood rats is the one who's out there trying to get brothers for their money, purposely getting knocked up to take them to child support. So it's very understandable what, Stephen Jackson is saying, y'all. I can relate to it. But it's a lot of black women out there banging on this man. Why? It's because he put that mirror in front of y'all face. And y'all can't stand that. But, yeah, when the so-called Caucasian man created child support, who you think he really created that for, y'all? That was systematically done based on getting the men taken out the house in the 70s, knowing that the man is probably going to neglect them kids to a certain degree. So you got child support. I went through that to a certain degree. I ain't gonna say I never had child support put on me, but I know with my ex, when she was on what you call AFDC, getting them food stamps or whatever back in the early 90s or mid 90s, President Clinton, Bill Clinton, he put a law in effect that all you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, if you do not tell us who the baby daddy is, you are not getting this HUD, you're not getting this WIC, you're not getting this EBT, definitely not getting no cash assistance. So what you gonna do? A lot of black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women start putting them names on them birth certificates and on that paperwork to get paid. selling Negroes out. It never was a such thing as child support until it was systematically put into play after they start kicking niggas out of the house in the early mid-70s. If that woman was getting any type of welfare benefits, you can't have a man in the house. Y'all know that, and y'all know what that leads to. It's a snowball effect. Man gonna be at the house. He's gonna somewhat neglect that child. You better put him on his child support paper, or you not getting that AFDC. And millions from 1995 on up have signed that paperwork. So it's millions and millions of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men behind on child support, even though, say for a scenario, man, he was doing wrong in the beginning. 10 years later, he changes his life, but he's still behind about $10,000 on child support. It's sad, man. And I'm going to show you in a minute why it's sad. But let's listen to a little Stephen A. Jackson. No. I don't think his middle name is A. I'm thinking of Stephen A. Smith. Salakia on that. Stephen Jackson. I know you don't have no affiliation with no Stephen A. Smith. You probably want to beat him down. Because Stephen Jackson, when I was watching him, we played for the San Antonio Spurs. I think he played for Indiana Pacers and all that. Yeah, he's a real nigga. He's a real nigga. He played basketball and do all that, whatever, but he's a real Negro. He's from the hood, and he has that hood mentality. And he's speaking hood right now, and I love it and I appreciate it. It needs to be said, and it needs to be said more. So let's listen to him.
Getting myself together for today. I wouldn't be a real one if I didn't share this game with my little bros, my little homies out there. I wouldn't be a real one if I didn't share this game with y'all. One, me, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, so I feel like to share this game with these youngsters out here are the ones who planning on having families and moving forward and doing different things and being successful. A lot comes with it. What I want to tell y'all, find one woman, love her, and have families and have babies with her. Do not have kids by multiple women. Listen to me. That shit is overrated. This shit is played out, and it ain't what you think it is. Okay. I have kids by 5 women. Right. I take responsibility for laying down with them, making babies with them, and all that. I take full responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But 3 of them, I regret even knowing. Paid millions and millions and millions of dollars in child support. You know what I'm saying? And still don't see my kids. At 42, my kids in high school and in college. But peep this out. I'm saying this to say, find one woman, love her, have kids with her, and build your family. Because having kids by multiple women can destroy your life. I've been having 3 out of my 5 trying to destroy my life since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I paid millions in child support and still don't see my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you this to tell you to be smarter, bro. Don't make the same mistakes I made. Find you one woman, love her, and have kids by her. Because having kids by multiple women can destroy your life, bro. Because a bit of baby mama ruins black men just as much as the police, or just as much as anybody. Okay? They won't say that. And of course women won't say that because it's majority of them. But fellas, we gotta be smarter. Okay? We gotta be smarter. I don't have problems with my kids' mothers unless they done ran out of money. It's just facts, bro. It's just facts. But be smarter. Make a better decision. Don't be running around willy-nilly like I was doing and all that. And, try to find your relationship and stay in that one, bro. Because I'm telling you, you have a life of pain and misery and unnecessary stress. And it ain't nothing you doing. It's the bitterness of another person. Okay? So continue to love your kids and do whatever. And if you do have kids, love them just as you were in a great relationship with their mom. But if you don't have kids, bro, take your time. Find you one woman, settle down and have kids and do it the right way. Because I'm telling you, the quickest way and the fastest way for the demise of a black man, especially a successful black man, is a bitter black woman. Truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that's out here that ain't getting in trouble, that ain't selling drugs, what's ruining their lives? Opportunity and bitter black women. And that's just the truth. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't dealing with the police. So what else is ruining you? Opportunity and bitter black women. It's just the truth.
Well, I want to leave it right there. I heard enough because this is not my main story for the day, Israel. It's just that what he said ties in to my main story for the day. And you will understand where I'm coming from. So let's go there. The stimulus checks won't be in the mail for Americans who owe child support. Yeah, there you go, Israel. Do what? See, us Israelites, and any Israelites who hearing this, they know where I'm going with this. Again, who was child support made for? It wasn't made for the Caucasians. It wasn't made for the Asians. It wasn't made for the Africans. It wasn't made for the Arabs in America. It was made for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. And they showing you right now that how much they hate you, and you still, I done said this 10,000 times on my channel, and you still want to join with the people. You still want to watch their movies, listen to their whack music, their TV shows that's programming you. You still want to be in this goddamn world when this specific story right here is telling you, Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, that this country hates you. And they showing you subliminally. But let's watch.
Go to goodrx.com and check it out.
Late today, the president signing the biggest economic rescue package in history, but not inviting the Speaker of the House, who earlier in the day, a partisan alliance.
Our nation faces an economic and health emergency of historic proportions.
The CARES Act is our modern-day all-American Marshall Plan.
House members rushed back to Washington despite the virus to ensure passage after a sole Kentucky Republican indicated he would demand a vote with House members present.
I came here to make sure our republic doesn't die by unanimous consent in an empty chamber.
On Twitter, President Trump called Tom Massey a third-rate grandstander.
The motion is adopted.
Despite Massey, the bill sailed through, which sends $1,200 to adults earning up to $75,000 a year, $2,400 for joint return, $500 per child. Most Americans will receive that money via direct deposit within 3 weeks. Others, unemployment benefits vary from state to state, anywhere from $250 to $800 a week. The rescue package adds $600 per week for up to 4 months. Those benefits will run for 39 weeks. Critical for Brandy Hagan, a hairstylist out of work in Michigan.
The $600 will help our mortgage. I have a car payment, our insurance. I have a 4-year-old daughter. It will help us get groceries.
Nick Anthony owns Papuli's Greek Grill in San Antonio, forced to lay off 49 of his 61 employees.
It's the ones that are supporting their families. Those are the ones we've really tried to keep on board and give them as many hours as we can.
Meanwhile, more banks are allowing affected customers to defer payments on credit cards, mortgages, and car loans, and pausing foreclosures, evictions, and repossessions as the country confronts a serious economic threat.
I let that play all the way through, y'all, because I wanted you to see the images of the people that they talking about. And the images of the people that they talking about is right in front of you. You see no minorities in this news footage. Am I correct? No minorities in this news footage. So, my point is, who is this $2 trillion for? Yes, it's going to sprinkle down to some Negroes. Some Negroes. But it's going to sprinkle down more to all Caucasians, Asians. The Asians said, you Americans, you better help us. And that's when the ball start rolling with this stimulus package that your grandkids going to have to pay for. You lost people. $2 trillion, the most ever bailout in America's history. And Negroes, specifically black men, will not benefit from this. Well, the coronavirus relief bill enacted Friday includes direct cash payments to help people through the crisis. But one red flag that can cost otherwise eligible American money is owing past due child support. Who you think they talking about, Israel? If you are behind more than that $1,200 they trying to send y'all, you won't get a penny. It's gonna go towards your back payment. Yeah, that's your America, y'all. So what you gonna do now? I'm hearing people talking about, oh, now they got $2 trillion now. Why they say they can't do reparations? Why they can't do reparations? You lost Negroes who still talking about reparations because you're still in slavery. When you're finally out of slavery, and that's only when the Most High is going to get you out of slavery, and then you get reparations. Until then, can you please stop attaching reparations to this stimulus check? This is not for Negroes. I'm showing you right now. People who owe on college tuitions, car payments, house loans, blase, this, that, whatever, they getting off the hook. But you Negroes, you Hispanic and Native Indians, they said 2 middle fingers to y'all. You ain't getting a goddamn thing. If y'all don't detach yourself from this world, you lost Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians, after us Israelites has been telling you for goddamn over 50 years now. Definitely the past 4-5 years, you cannot sit up here and tell me you ain't seen no Israelite video come across your screen so like you're watching some other stupid dumbass video or something else. And you didn't push on that button to see what we was talking about. This is your punishment. You lost Negro, Hispanic, Native Indians. This is your punishment of not obeying the Most High and getting back in order. So good luck to y'all. Yeah. If you don't see it right now, like I said, if you don't see it right now, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else is going. The Most High is going to keep on bringing stuff out. I can show you in 20, 30, 40 videos in my archive on this channel on how much they can't stand you. And if this right here don't wake you up, yes. Just like you people that's going to go back to them churches after they locked y'all out during this coronavirus, y'all need to be destroyed. ASAP. 2/3 of you got to goddamn die if you do not wake up, especially with stories like this. Again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's how I see it. A, get y'all niggas out the house in the late 60s, 70s. B, start child support. C, no stimulus checks for you. Well, we'll see how you act after seeing this. You can read the story yourself, but it's disgusting. It is not shocking, Israel. It is not shocking I'm seeing this, but I had to report it. And big ups again to Steven Jackson for putting y'all females in check, because that man who is out there struggling, still trying to pay that child support, but he's a couple of $1,000s short, he won't get no money by him missing work because y'all bit off that apple. And you know what I'm talking about, Israel. Eve bit off that apple and destroyed us. And you're doing it now to the Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians right now by you signing that child support paper. When this man is trying to do this, you won't let him see your child. Just like Stephen Jackson said, you won't let him see his child, but I done paid millions. Yes, it is millions of black women out there like that and have been raised like that. So, unfortunately, black men, Hispanic men, Native Indian men who doing right, ain't dealing with no police, doing no crimes. You about 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 back, a little back on your child support. You missed about 2 weeks worth of work. No, you ain't getting a check. It's going straight to your back pay. Thank that woman that you had that baby by. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Barakatah. Shalom Israel.